Moving with your cat. Here's how to minimize your cat's stress. Part 1. Welcome to the Cat and Dog House, where we help cat and dog owners better understand their pets. I'm Susan Nilsson, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can minimize stress for your cat when you're preparing to move house. I've moved from the Middle East to USA, and USA to Europe with at least 6 cats in tow, so I know all too well how stressful it can be, both for you and for your cat. Luckily, I've learned a few tips and tricks along the way that can help make the whole process a bit less traumatic for everyone. Cats are creatures of habit and thrive on routine, so a sudden change in their environment can cause untold anxiety and stress. Cats are territorial creatures who feel most comfortable in their own space. They like to be surrounded by their own scent, as well as their familiar people, other pets, and things. When you uproot them from all of that, it can be extremely unsettling for them. Cats also tend to dislike change and unpredictability, which makes the process of relocation highly stressful. It can be especially overwhelming because it disrupts their established routine, and everything they once knew has suddenly changed. They don't know what's happening, where they are going, or why, what is going to happen when they get there, or if they are going to be safe. On top of that, there are suddenly all sorts of unfamiliar sounds, movements, and possibly strange people in the house. No wonder they get stressed. It's important that you can read your cat's body language so you can recognize the signs of stress, which are not always obvious. Being able to identify these signs early on can help you take appropriate measures to reduce your cat's stress levels and ensure a smoother transition. To help you with this, I created my cat body language made easy cheat sheet. Click on the link below to download your free PDF copy. When you're moving house, one of the most important things you can do is to keep your cat's existing routine as consistent as possible before, during, and after the move. That means feeding him on schedule, providing affection and playtimes as normal, and sticking to any other schedule you have as far as possible. When you start the packing process, you can bring in your boxes and packing materials when your cat is not around. Pack the boxes in separate rooms with the door closed so your cat doesn't get stressed when you start moving things around. Having said that, some cats may be sufficiently confident and curious to want to help, usually by jumping in and out of the boxes or even going to sleep in them. If you are having a moving company pack for you, keep your cat in a separate room with everything he needs, like food and water, litter box, toys, scratching post, cozy bed, and a place to hide away in if he wants to. Make sure any bedding has his own scent on to make him feel more secure while these strange people are in the house. Playing some calming cat music as background noise can mask unfamiliar sounds and help your cat feel more at ease during the lead up to the move. Yes, cat music really is a thing. I'll leave a link to a calming cat music playlist in the description below. Another option is to use a Fell-Away plug-in diffuser or some Rescue Remedy essential oils to help calm your cat's nerves. Again, I'll leave the links below. Keeping your cat mentally stimulated is an excellent way to promote calmness and relaxation. One easy and effective way to do this is through food puzzles, which will also satisfy your cat's natural hunting instincts. Puzzles provide a mental workout by engaging your cat's rational, thinking brain. When this happens, it helps inhibit the emotional side of his brain, so he will be calmer and more relaxed all around. This makes him better able to cope with stressful situations. Don't wait till moving day to start trying to bundle your cat into his cat carrier. To avoid moving day mishaps, prepare your cat's carrier well in advance so he learns to associate it with positive experiences. Put a soft towel or blanket which has his scent on it into the carrier, along with his favorite toy, some treats, and maybe some catnip. Then place the carrier in a quiet, elevated location where no one can bother him. A sunny spot by a window or a warm place near a radiator is ideal. Encourage your cat to explore his carrier with catnip, treats, throwing a toy furry mouse into it for him to chase, or dangling a piece of string over it and playing a game. You can even feed him his meals in there. All these things teach your cat that his carrier is a place where fun things happen. Once your cat is comfortable going in and out of his carrier or, hopefully, curling up and going to sleep in it, you can start closing the door for short periods. Over days or weeks, gradually increase the length of time the door is closed, but watch for signs of stress. If your cat starts getting stressed, then it's time to take a break. Next time you try it, go back a couple of steps and gradually build it up again. In terms of what type of cat carrier you use, I prefer to use a hard-sided carrier as these provide a sturdy enclosure with proper ventilation. A soft-sided carrier is another option. These have mesh panels for ventilation and are collapsible. Whichever you choose, your cat should be able to stand, turn around and lie down comfortably inside. The carrier must also fasten securely to make sure your cat can't escape when you're on the move. Now you've prepared as best you can in advance, it's time to take a look at how to make your actual moving day less stressful for your cat. It's common knowledge that moving house is one of the most stressful events you can go through, but on the big day, it's really important to act like it's any other day. Even if you're super stressed, pretend that you are calm and collected. If you act normally, then there is no reason for your cat to think anything out of the ordinary is about to happen. Start by getting your cat, or cats, into one room. This will be your holding room. Ideally, this will be a bathroom or a spare room where you have already finished packing everything up. Try not to allow your cat the chance to hide under furniture or get up somewhere high where you won't be able to access him later. Put food, water, and a litter box in the holding room, as well as your cat's carrier. Line the floor of your cat's carrier with newspaper or some absorbent pet bedding in case there are any accidents when you're on the move, then place his familiar bedding on top of that. You can also spray the inside with Rescue Remedy or Fellaway, which may help to curb his anxiety levels. See links below. Make sure any windows in the room are firmly secured and that your cat cannot jump on the room's door handle to open the door. Take care too that he doesn't try to run out when you open the door to leave the room. Once your cat, or cats, are set up in their holding room, you and other family members can focus on the final packing, cleaning, and anything else you need to do. About an hour before the movers arrive, go calmly back into your cat's room and gently pick him up, calmly place him in his carrier, close the carrier door, then quietly leave the room again. I recommend doing this an hour before the real noise and chaos starts in case you have any unforeseen issues and it's a struggle to get your stressed cat into his carrier. You can wait a bit longer, of course. Just try not to leave it till the last minute. Once the wheels start churning, your cat will likely start getting stressed, so getting him into his carrier will be a lot harder. The same applies whether you have movers or if you're doing the move yourself. Either way, once everything else has been loaded into the truck, it's time to go and get your cat. Double check the door to his carrier is securely latched, and carefully transport him, plus his food, water, and litter box out to your car. If you've made it this far, good going. In part 2 of this video, I'll be talking about how to make the journey to your new home less stressful for your cat, as well as how to set him up once you get there to make sure he stays safe. I'll link to part 2 below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on cat and dog behavior. For more in-depth content about cat and dog behavior, check us out at catanddoghouse.com.